The shiur is dedicated Leilu Nishmas Rachaleya Basav Chaim Tzvi. Last shiur, we more or less overviewed Perek and this is a very significant Perek. And here we have essentially a letter that was sent by Yirmiyahu Hanavi, and perhaps we'll just, for a moment, just look back at some of the previous Prakim, just to see things in the proper context. In the Prakim preceding this particular Perek, we have a description of a nevuah, a very significant nevuah, on the part of Yirmiyahu Hanavi, that Klal Yisrael should accept upon themselves the yoke of Nebuchadnezzar Melech Bavel. And Yirmiyahu Hanavi indicated that not only will we accept upon ourselves the yoke of Nebuchadnezzar, but the Umas HaOlam as well are going to be under his thumb. And this was the Zera of Hashem Yisbarach, that Klal Yisrael will go into Galut. And if we accept that particular lot, which of course is not a pleasant lot, we're going to be banished from Eretz Yisrael, we're going to be exiled, but after a period of 70 years, then of course Klal Yisrael will be redeemed, and as well Bavel will be visited. It's true that Asher Shevet Api, Hashem Yisbarach, uses the Nebuchadnezzar and uses Bavel to punish Klal Yisrael, but ultimately they will get their due as well. And this is a very significant obligation that Yirmiyahu Hanavi tells Klal Yisrael. And in Perek we saw that Yirmiyahu was told to take a kos of yayin and in effect to compel first the nation of Yehuda to drink from it, and then all the different nations are going to drink from that kos as well, and don't think they're going to be saved from Melech Bavel. And the Navi indicates very clearly that the reason for this kind of punishment on the part of Hashem Yisbarach is because of our wayward behavior and because we have not done tshuva. Obviously it applies to other nations as well. Terrible chet of Avodah Zarah. And Yirmiyahu begins now to detail the specific chatoyim of the different nations, and we find as well that Yirmiyahu Hanavi does again a concrete action. We've spoken about this in light of the Ramban in Parshat Lech Lecha. The Navi is told to take a yoke and to place it around his neck and talk about the streets of Yerushalayim, and this indicates, of course, the yoke of Melech Bavel that we're going to have to be under. This was the divine decree, the divine directive, and this is something, of course, which we will have to accept. Of course, the Navi indicates that unfortunately not everyone accepted the nevuah of Yirmiyahu Hanavi, and we have Nevi'ei Sheker. We have the most notable among them, Hananya ben Azur, who breaks the yoke that Yirmiyahu Hanavi is wearing and indicates that, on the contrary, not only will we not be subject to the bondage of Melech Bavel, but it indicates in 2 years, Hashem Yisbarach is going to restore all the kelim that were taken by Nebuchadnezzar to Bavel, and Yechanya ben Yoyakim Melech Yehuda is going to return. Ki eshbores ol Melech Bavel, I'm going to break the yoke of the old Melech Bavel. Yirmiyahu responds, as we have mentioned, halavai, that should happen. As we know, when a Navi issues a nevuah, L'tova, Hashem Yisbarach has to carry out the nevuah. Mashenkin the nevuah l'ra, the Rambam points out, Klal Yisrael can do tshuva, perhaps that nevuah will not come to fruition, and this we discussed at some length in the shiur that we said on those prakim, Perek Ches. But Yirmiyahu was told by Hashem Yisbarach that the nevuah of Hananya, even though the Navi here describes him as a Navi Emes, who was miskalkel, who unfortunately went off the derech, and the Navi is told that he's going to die, in effect, and that's what happened. and as a result, the pasuk indicates that Hananiah will die that year, which of course he did. And we have other Nevi'ei Sheker that are described as well. And the Perek that we are presently learning, Perek Chavtes, we have a striking nevuah that is told by Yirmiyahu Navi to the Jews who went into Galus. Those who went into Galus and those who followed the decree of Hashem Yisbarach, they in effect will be in Galus for a period of time, for a period of 70 years, and ultimately there will be a Geula. They will return to Eretz Yisrael. Those that did not follow the directive of the Navi, the Dvar Hashem, will be punished in a very severe kind of way. But the Navi indicates to them that, unlike when the Nevi'ei Sheker told you that you should not